Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be showing you the Dreamboard theme Mountain Lion Ultimatum. It is $3.49, and if you're interested in purchasing it, you can check out the link in the description. In my opinion, this is the most complete Dreamboard theme that resembles Mac OS X. Now, I recently reviewed OS X Pad HD, and this one has a lot more customization and a lot more features. So if you haven't purchased OS X Pad HD, I recommend waiting off and purchasing this one. So again, it is $3.49, and I'm going to be going over all the features and why it is a little bit better. Okay, so let's start up top with the Finder options. So instead of having the overlapping status bar from iOS and the Finder option over top of it, usually you would have to download No Status or something like that to get rid of it. You actually have both the iOS status bar on the top and the Mac OS X Finder bar right below it. And that looks really nice and not as cluttered as other Dreamboard themes. So you can see the iPad one at the top and the Finder option right below it. Okay, so I'm going to start out with customization. There are a lot of things you can customize within this theme. So if we click the little trash can down at the bottom right, you go into editing mode. And once inside editing mode, you can add any app to your springboard. So if we just click there and say I want to add Best Buy to the springboard, you can see Best Buy is in the top left, and if I open that, the Best Buy app opens. And it is an iPhone app, so it was a little disfigured. But now if we go inside this folder, this has our favorites in it, and we can edit all of these too. So if I select the trash can again, you can add any app to this favorites folder. So let's add Flickster, and you can see that Flickster is now inside the favorites app. And the favorite app comes preset with iTunes, Maps, Video, YouTube, and Dreamboard, and you can add any app that you want or take away any of those apps. So the next thing you can customize is the dock. If we go up here to the little Apple logo and go to Dock and then Preferences, let it open up in a little window. Now you can see I have Google Chrome down here as my stock browser, but I can also change that back to Safari or back to Google Chrome. So whichever one you use more, you can put that one in the dock, and I actually use Safari. So let's move it back to Safari. And also the mail you can change. So right now I have it just set on the mail for iOS, but you can change it to Sparrow if you use Sparrow. You can change it to Gmail, or just back to default mail is what I use. So if you use any of them, you can select between the three. Also messages, you can change from messages, which is right there, or to Byte SMS, which is just a red design. So that's it for dock preferences. So some other things you can customize are the dock and the wallpaper. So if I go up here to the Apple logo and click System Preferences, it'll open up a little window, and just close out of that. So I can drag this around, do whatever I want, and it's pretty smooth. So if I go to General, I can rename any of the folders, and I just like keeping them at the preset. So go back, I can select between different wallpapers, and all of these are the stock wallpapers for Mac OS X. So let's just change it. I have right now the preset one, just the original one. Let's change it to this one with the frog, and you can see that the wallpaper changes. So if I drag this out of the way, there you can see the frog. That actually, it looks really clear, and this theme is meant for the Retina display on the new iPad. So if you have a new iPad, it'll look very nice. And in users and group, you can change your username, and it looks very nice. Now to change the wallpaper, you can actually change it right from here. You have to do a few things within iFile, but it's pretty simple. So if you want to change that picture, do a picture of you or another picture, you can easily do that. One thing that I should also mention is that this Dreamboard theme has a lot of key features that OS X Pad HD and other similar Dreamboard themes don't have. One of them is the option to open multiple Finder bars, or Finder windows I should say. So if we open up Finder down here in the bottom left, you can see that it opens up, but also you can have a few of these open at once. So if I go up here to File and New Finder window, you can see that a second one opens on top, and you can drag it around. And also, the green button works at the top right to make it larger. So you can see that it scales up and makes it a little bit larger. And you can also shrink it back down a little bit too. So you can see over here now that I shrunk it down using the yellow. You can see that on the bottom right here, it has a little option to open it back up. And that's really cool and actually really resembles Mac OS. So if we close out of that, and all of these options work. So if I choose to open up eBay, you can see that eBay opens up, and everything works really smooth. And all of these little folders come preset with all of the applications that correspond to their category. So movies has YouTube and videos, music has Pandora and music and iTunes. And you can see that all of those work really well. So if I go down here to like jailbreak, it has Cydia, Dreamboard, and iFile. So let's close out of that. Now another key feature that OS X Pad HD doesn't have is the option to turn it 90 degrees. So it has a portrait mode. So if I go to rotate here under view and just 90 degrees clockwise, you can see that it rotates. So now I have it locked this way, but if I turn it, and I apologize that you can't see the whole screen, you can actually see that it turns 90 degrees and it has a portrait view. And this works with both portrait views and both landscape views. So you're not just stuck with one landscape view. And let's rotate it 90 degrees, and there you go. And that's really nice because it's kind of a pain when the Dreamboard theme only works in landscape. So another key feature of this theme, if you have the new iPad, everything has Retina support. So if we go to the lock screen here, you can see it looks really nice. Although this is a first generation iPad, the display is really clear. And you can actually change the username and everything inside the lock screen. And sleep, restart, and shutdown also work, and they just make the device look really nice and have that ultimate Mac OS X feel to it. And let's unlock it. Now, a few things that I forgot to mention and are the mission controls. So if I open up mission controls here, you can see that I have my desktop, which is just regular screen, and dashboard. So if I choose to open dashboard and select it, it'll scroll over to dashboard. And now the nice thing about dashboard on this theme is that you can actually add widgets. So if I click down here to the add button, I can delete any of these widgets or add any of the preset widgets. And all of these widgets work really nice. I didn't even have to enter a zip code or anything, and it already has my town right there. So let's exit out of that. And if I click on Notepad, you can see that I can type and have any notes there. And all of these work well. Calculator, everything. So let's go back over. And another nice feature is the little animation. So if I scroll over, you can see the dock starts to drop down a little bit. And it doesn't look funky or anything like that. It looks really smooth. And other themes didn't do too good of a job on that, but this theme has a really nice animation. So the last thing I want to mention is how closely this resembles OS X Mountain Lion. So other themes have some customization options, but the one thing that makes this theme look really nice is all the similarities to Mountain Lion. So if I open up Finder here, even though it doesn't have all the options to like empty trash, services, all of that, it does have the look, and it looks just really similar to Mountain Lion. Like if I go to File here, you can see all of these extra options that just make it that much more legit and less like a jailbreak thing and more just like an amazing theme. So I'll just go through all of these real quick. And it does even have, if I go to Help over here, you can see it has that little search bar, just like Mac OS X. So that's really pretty much it for the theme. If you'd like to purchase it, again, it is $3.49, and I'll leave the link in the description, and you just have to go to Sir Timothy's website, and you can purchase the theme. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button, and let me know if you guys want to keep seeing these Dreamboard theme videos, because I know most people like them, but if you're kind of getting sick of the videos about Mac OS X Dreamboard themes, let me know. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.